Hey guys, so I've got like, I don't know, 30 minutes before I leave for my doctor's appointment, and I'm really nervous. Okay, I'm gonna just open up and tell you guys the honest truth here. I was on letrozole for 3 months, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it is the newest fertility drug on the market, and its original purpose at a higher dose is to help women with breast cancer, but at the lower dose, which is what I was on, it's good for fertility. It helps you to ovulate each month and to regulate your cycles and all that good stuff. Well, my doctor told me basically how you take the pills is on day 1 of your period you take it, and then you take I can't remember, yeah, it's 2 pills a day for 5 days is how you take it. And then my doctor wrote down that we were supposed to have sex like, I don't know, 5 or 6 days of the month, like especially around the time that I ovulate. And during those 3 months I noticed I was pretty regular, and from the pill and also the ovulation kits, I was able to see like really easy when I was ovulating, according to like when I'd be cramping and moody and all that kind of stuff. So it made it really nice. That's what the doctor told me. And for those 3 months, Aziz, well, ever since we started this immigration process, which was pretty much right after we got married, Aziz has been so stressed between that and then not having a stable job. So, I mean, since we've been married, he's lost like 4 or 5 jobs. So it's been really stressful, and definitely I know that financially we're not good to have a child, but I tend to believe that no matter when you have a baby, even if you're not ready, if it's meant to be, something will work out. That's just my belief, and maybe it's stupid for some people, but I mean, I've seen it happen over and over again for many couples. So I believe the same thing for us. However, Aziz was, in the beginning he told me, he said, yeah, I'm all ready, like let's do this. And then when time came, he showed me that he wasn't ready, and he even told me he's not ready for kids. And it broke my heart, because that was the one thing when we said we were going to get married, is that I told him, I have a problem, we really have to work, and I definitely want kids, like I don't want to wait. And so I've been really stressed, and the fact that he's not really helping and supporting me makes me feel like I'm doing it all alone. And this isn't just, you know, my life, this is our life and trying to start our family, and it's definitely not something I can do all by myself. I mean, unless I were to go to a sperm bank and then raise the child by myself, which is definitely not an option for me. And so I've been feeling very lonely, very upset, and I don't know. The last month that I was on the letrozole, I felt like my depression got a lot worse, and I was having some really bad thoughts. And not that I would take action or anything, but the fact that I was back at such a dark place really hurt me. And I think that the letrozole definitely played a part in making my depression that bad. So I'm kind of scared to go back on it, though I feel like if I'm to get pregnant, I feel like that is my only option. So I don't even know if the doctor will put me back on the medicine or not. So it's up to her for that to But if I do have that option, I want to do a good 6 to 8 months straight, because she had me only on 3 months, but technically it was 2, because the first month I was never starting my period, so she told me to go ahead and take it, and then that brought my period. So technically it was just 2 months that I was on it, like, for it to really work. So obviously I want to work on my health, which is also why I'm taking a walk. But I mean, it is what it is. I try to lose weight, it doesn't come off. I do things, it just doesn't work anymore, guys. I just don't. And I don't know. Now would be a good time to get pregnant, because we're looking at a due date of like May, June, you know, somewhere like that, I think. And, you know, it'll only get better for like throughout December and January, because I would really like to have a baby late summer, early fall. That way I can continue to walk and do things right after the baby's born to kind of, you know, work on things. But my main concern is if I go on these pills, if I put myself through temping and charting and peeing on sticks every morning, just, it may not be a big hassle to some of you, but for me it became a big hassle. Like, oh, do I really have to do this? I'm tired of this. I even stopped taking my temperature because I just got tired. And like I said, I felt like I was doing everything alone. So my main concern is Aziz going to step up and really do his part and really recognize that having a baby, you know, with a woman who has issues, you definitely feel like a robot, you know? Like, it's not about love and playtime and all fun and games. It's hard work. Having a baby is hard work. And I feel like, he said he'd go with me to the doctor today, but at first he was giving me attitude about it. And I just told him, I was like, you know what, you can't even support me. You don't put in the work when you're supposed to. You don't support me. Why am I even thinking about having a child with you? You know, like, what happens if I get pregnant and the kid's born? Like, you don't spend time with me. What makes me think that you're going to spend time with the child? So I've got all this stuff going through my head, and like I said, I'm now probably 20 minutes away from my doctor's appointment, and I have no clue what to say or do. And I started considering birth control for the first time in my life. It was 10.5 years ago. I was with my soon-to-be ex-husband, well, soon-to-be husband at the time, and we were talking, you know, is birth control for us, you know, what to do. And I was praying about it, and I felt at that point it had been 4 years that I had a feeling like either it's gonna be hard for me to get pregnant or I won't get pregnant at all. So I made the decision to never go on birth control, and a few days ago all of that changed, and I started considering it, and it scared me. It honestly scared me. And looking up all of the risks involved in birth control, there's a lot of risks, and I don't feel like I'm ready to take those risks. Like, I don't want to risk having like ovarian or breast cancer. I don't want to risk heart disease and heart attacks and definitely infertility. So I don't know if birth control is the right answer. I just need my husband to support me and to do what he's supposed to do when he's supposed to do it. I mean, for God's sake, he's 36 years old, you know, like, he's not ready to be a dad now, he will never be. So just weighing all my options, and it's really hard, you know, especially because I'm on a time crunch. Like, I don't know, is my doctor gonna think I'm a loony bin? Is she, you know, gonna understand? What's she gonna say? Is she even gonna help? Because my insurance doesn't cover a lot. I'm nervous, really nervous.